Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the weeks of October 16th through the 31st, 2018. So, and I just saw 11, and I pulled the Temperance. Oh wow, okay. Alright, so what was I saying? That threw me off. Ooh, love, Capricorn, and endings. Yeah, those of you that have been trying to email me, or if you want to email me for a reading, make sure you email me first. Make sure not to call the 1-800 number because I only do the live phone readings when I'm available, and I make announcements on YouTube when I'm going to do that. So make sure you're subscribed so you can see when that happens. Unfortunately, I've been very busy ever since I started that phone line. I only was able to do it once. So I'm sorry. But yeah, I'll be getting back on there when I have the chance. That number is just for you to keep as your reference. Okay, so central issue here, heart of the matter, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Fool, Magician. We also have Temperance, Six of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Two of Cups, and a Ten of Swords. Okay, I have good news and bad news. One, I see that either you are moving on from someone or someone is moving on from you. You see someone for their true colors. This person could have been a manipulator, or they could have been just fake about their connection with you. Or maybe you were being fake with them. But I feel like this person has been, I don't know, like a con artist or a fraud. And someone is finally just kind of walking away from that situation. So I'm feeling like you're getting ready to start some sort of new journey on your own. For some of you, I'm seeing here that you're making a spiritual connection with someone, but I'm also seeing that something's ending. It could be that you were involved with someone who was phony, and then you were involved with someone who was real, and you're getting rid of the phony person because you have found a real connection, or someone is cutting you off because they found their true soulmate and felt that you have been a fraud or a con artist. But because of this spiritual connection, they're able to let you go. Or, you know, this could go the other way around. You're able to let someone go because now you've met someone who you're experiencing real love, and you're like, this is what a divine union is like. This is what it's like to have a real connection to someone. So because of someone's connection to someone else, you're able to you know, have clarity or a realization of what you should be with or who you should be with. So, I mean, the only bad news is that, you know, something is ending. There is a connection that is being put to rest. But hopefully, of course, you know, that's the connection that wasn't for you. That's the one that was maybe where someone was wearing a mask. Now, I'm also seeing this as if you're making a new connection with someone, maybe this person was being kind of phony or putting their best foot forward because you guys were just getting to know one another. But then you guys actually started getting to know one another and the mask came off. It's like, okay, I could trust this person because I feel a real connection here. So you're able to be your real self instead of be some foolish entertainer all the time. Especially if that's how most people view you, or if that's how you feel like every time you're around people, you got to be silly, you got to be funny, you got to be entertaining, and you're just wearing yourself out, acting like a fool. And I keep saying that because this is the Fool. So it's like you feel like you got to put on a show every time you're around people. But now you're making some sort of connection to a soulmate or a twin flame, and you're like, I could just be real around this person. It feels so good. I don't have to, you know, put on a show. You know, this person doesn't expect anything from me except for my soul. You know, I don't have to entertain them or anything. So I'm feeling like this is about, the Ten of Swords is also about getting real with somebody. Also, I'm seeing you have like some sort of connection with somebody too, like, or someone who is supportive of your ideas and your beliefs. It's mutual between you and this person. But I'm also seeing, although you guys are merging together as souls, that you guys are somehow different from one another. So you might come from two different backgrounds. And you're alchemizing into a third energy. You two complement each other. Your souls complement each other. There's a healing effect when the two of you come into close proximity to one another. I'm also feeling like for some of you, you might have a telepathic connection with someone. So this is someone you definitely, I just feel like you're finally meeting like a real soulmate, or you're having a real connection, or now you're able to distinguish the difference between a spiritual union and, I don't know what to call other relations. I guess mundane. I don't know. But you're able to distinguish between the two. You're like, now I see the difference. And yes, like I said, it could be a twin flame, or you're healing. There's something healing going on between you and your twin, even if you're not in communication with them. They might be healing you from a distance, or you're healing, or you guys are just healing each other from a distance. Just by simply dreaming about them, you're able to stabilize the heart chakras, or you're able to stabilize their life by showing them or sending them unconditional love here. Because I am seeing someone who loves you no matter what, or you love them no matter what. Like you guys have an agreement or a soul contract that you're carrying out, where there's mutual love for one another. For some of you, there could be someone that is coming into your life that is very spiritual. Maybe you've been going through all these relationships, or maybe you've been with someone for a long time, and then finally this new person comes into your life, and it's like, where have you been all of my life? Like, I really feel like I can connect with you. I'm also seeing, though, like after having a really intense connection with someone, or a strong connection, that things are going to end. So it could be too that you guys are resolving your karmas. Like, you know, I've talked about the twin flame thing. And those of you that are not going to be with your twin flame on a romantic level, you might be surrendering to that, saying, I surrender. I understand. This is some sort of surrenderance or sacrifice. To God, to the universe, to the connection. You're having an understanding of what it's supposed to be. So you're surrendering to the fact that maybe you and your twin are not going to be romantically linked, but still be spiritually linked. And that's okay. This is fulfillment of some sort of spiritual contract or agreement, or this is, what do you call it? Balancing your karma, making things right. You may be reaching out to your twin to give them an apology or explanation, or they might be reaching out to you to give you an apology or an explanation. But I'm definitely seeing healing taking place. I'm seeing someone becoming enlightened, and someone having clarity about the relationships that they have been in, or their relationship or their role with you. Let me clarify this Ten of Swords here. Those of you that could have been holding on to a twin flame or holding on to someone, I feel like you're able to finally let it go. But yet, like I said, at the same time, just accepting the fact that you guys will always have a spiritual union or a spiritual link. There's a need to transform your way of thinking. So you may go through some sort of spiritual death, or the person that you're dealing with, if they suddenly ghost you or become silent, maybe they're going through some sort of spiritual death or some sort of changes in their life where, you know, they're just kind of like a part of them is dying. They're becoming a new person. And this may happen at the end of the month or at the end of Libra season. So anywhere between October 21st and November 1st. Yeah, this is letting go and moving on from something from the past. And it may be because, like I said, you have met someone that you are vibing better with, who's a better match. This may be a spiritual connection that you've been needing or wanting, like subconsciously. This is what you've been waiting for. And so you've met someone who shares your same spiritual or religious beliefs, and now you're able to let go of the past and be free here. I'm seeing you being released from a contract. Yeah, this is being released from something that could have been karmic. Or this is saying that your karma has been resolved. Yeah, you were having a hard time letting that person go, or they were having a hard time letting you go. And it's like, even if you let them go, it's like you still like to keep tabs on them or watch them from afar just to see how they're doing. But it's like you don't want to intervene or intrude, or this is happening to you. I'm seeing like also the end of anxiety as well. Facing your fears, facing your fears and allowing yourself to grieve, or allowing the past to be the past here. You know what? I want to be a little nosy and see what this temperance is talking about too. For the most part, it's about that spiritual connection. Also, I'm seeing temperance as you being someone acting out on behalf of spirit guides or angels. Like you are the mediator. Through you, like you are putting two people together because you know that they're best for each other. You're giving up your love or your connection for someone so that they can be with someone who is more suited for them. So it almost makes me feel like, say you have a good connection or you remain friends with your ex, although you still wanted to be with your ex, you have spiritually evolved, and so now you're introducing them to someone, like you're being a bigger person, and you're like, I feel like you guys belong together. So I'm seeing you, Capricorn, acting as a mediator between two people. You're doing someone a favor. You feel like you owe this to them. Remember, this can go, the story can go the other way around. This could be happening to you. But I'm seeing someone feels obligated, like they're saying, it's only fair for me to do this. I'm going to support this person, or I'm going to show them that I love them unconditionally by introducing them to this person, or this is happening to you. Someone is doing you a favor by introducing you to someone else, and allowing your old baggage or your old relationship to die. Okay, so I have the Temperance clarified by the Four of Wands. So again, the Four of Wands is about, well, in this case, it's about establishing something new, or it's the merging two energies together here. This is a new union. I'm seeing this as a union. So this is a spiritual union. Don't get me wrong, it could be flirtatious, it could be sexual, it could be sensual, but it's a spiritual union overall. And that is something that is being established now. The foundation is being laid out for this spiritual union to begin here. Yeah, there is an establishment of a spiritual union. There's going to be communication between two people. There's a conversation, a flow of conversation between two people that is very philosophical. Someone is moved by your words, or you're moved by their words here. And this also is saying that this is letting go of whatever that was karmic. Is healing from something that was karmic. Getting back centered. And because you are healed, you want to return the favor. Or because someone has healed, they want to return the favor for you. This is also about healing. Wanting that one last hug with someone. And someone is telling you it's okay, or you're telling someone it's okay. I feel like some sort of sacrifice is being made here. Oh, I done talked that long, I didn't even mean to. Move on. Yep, so I'm seeing when we move into Scorpio season, there's a major change coming, or there's an opportunity opening up. For some of you, it's about becoming single and enjoying your time being single, or detached from whatever no longer serves your highest purpose. But I'm seeing the devil is showing up. So for some of you, this is about seeing someone for who they really are, or realizing that someone might be an energy vampire, or that someone was just using you. There's a need for you to break free. I'm feeling like someone has some sort of addiction to alcohol or drugs. Or someone is just kind of stuck in an unhealthy state of mind frame. This also could represent someone's job, because I'm seeing someone who feels trapped or enslaved, and it has something to do with their routine work or their everyday work. Feeling like they have to put all their energy into this place, or all their energy into this person. Be careful. Some of you, it looks like you could get involved with someone who is only after your sex. They compliment you and they flirt with you. So use your intuition. Don't fall for the okie doke. There's a need for you, and this person might be from your job, or someone that you see every day, a neighbor, whatever the case. I'm seeing someone who has with them like a lower vibe, or they come with lower energy attached to them, even though they're tempting, or there's some sort of temptation. Or this could be you, like someone triggers your temptation, make sure you stay away from that person, because it's like you've learned your lesson already. You've seen this person for who they really are. This person is the same and they're not changing. It's the same old, same old. Something is going on, like I said, once we move into Scorpio season here. It's like you moved on from this person, or you need to. Just make sure that they stay out of your life. What is this devil showing up? I feel like if you're going through some sort of spiritual growth or spiritual transition, you're going to be tested again. And you know what real love feels like now. Don't go back to that same lower energy. You need to let that person go. This person is an illusion here. They're a liar. See, you're studying about them. You've done your research. Listen to your intuition. Trust your gut with this person. I'm also seeing this as someone behaving in an obsessive way. Someone who could be spying on your social media or hanging around your house. But for the most part, I feel like this is about you coming to the understanding that they only want one thing, or that there's only a sexual attraction between you and this other person. Yeah, it's like, how come you won't love me the way I love you? And it's like someone is confusing love with their sexual desires. It's all lust with all these wands. You're feeling rejected, like your spiritual needs aren't being met whenever you get around this person. They don't satisfy your spiritual appetite, only your sexual appetite. And you're starting to realize that. This person could be a water sign. So you are eventually going to, good. I'm glad you're seeing that. You're going to cut them off. You're like, no, it's the same thing. Now, you might have been with this person for a long time too, but it's like time to end it. And someone may come into your life to help you move on. Sometimes, I don't know. We should be able to do that on our own, but sometimes it takes another person to come into our life to wake us up, to help us detach from what isn't any good from us. And I feel like you guys are going to be, you guys are going to go in some sort of long-term relationship that's been unhealthy, because you're going to realize that it's just been based off of something physical. It's based off of just lust. It's not fulfilling your spiritual appetite. I just saw 2333 and 333 all together. So those are all significant numbers. November 3rd may be of significance to you. And even October 23rd, because that would be the first day of Scorpio season. You could also be dealing with the Scorpio. Also, for some of you, I'm seeing this Three of Swords as some sort of betrayal. Someone who was loyal to you may stab you in the back. Or at least that's how you're viewing it. You're like, they stabbed me in the back. There's some sort of connection between, like, someone is unable to refuse the cut off the feelings that they're having for another person. So I don't know who this person is to you. Maybe you told your friend they could never sleep with your cousin, but they're like, I couldn't help it. You can't help who you love. So I'm seeing for some of you, you may experience some sort of betrayal because of temptation. And this is some sort of flirtation. This could take place at the workplace. And I'm also seeing somebody having you on their mind, or you're having someone on, you're thinking about love while you're at work. Like every day you keep thinking about this person. You're trying to focus on your work, but you keep thinking about a connection that you're having with someone. All right, so that is all that I have for you, Cappies. Hope it resonated. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and many blessings to you.